Hey everybody, and welcome to Crafty Kiara. Today we are going to be making our Dollar Tree love sign. And in a previous video I said I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with it, but I decided to go with this route. So all I did was a simple paint job here with red, white, and some pink on the edges. And then I decided to use trim. Now, there's some different types of trim that you can get. A lot of them I've seen at Michael's, so those are the ones I'm going to reference for this video. You might find them elsewhere, including the Dollar Tree, but these are ones I just happen to have. They're by the Celebrate It line, so they have stuff like this, which comes in the rolls. This actually happens to be Halloween. But these are self-stick trims, and then of course you have ones that you might find over in scrapbooking or over in some ribbons and stuff. Some of the more ribbon-like ones, this one happens to be thread, that you can use to embellish different things. So in this case I decided to go with some of the ones that you had the hot glue on, so you're definitely going to need a hot glue for a gun for this project. And then I did use one here that is self-stick, so I think that came out pretty cool. Alright, so some of the tools you need for this project are going to be your hot glue gun. You're going to need some paint. I'm using the same colors I used in the last video, the white, the Cardinal Crimson, and the Parfait Pink, because I want to kind of keep with the same color scheme, because this sign is actually going to go on my seasonal Valentine tree. And then you're going to want to make sure excuse me, that you have scissors, and then also a pencil will be handy for one part of the video where you're going to be marking on your sign on where you're going to paint. So let's get to it. Okay, here is the color scheme we're going to use for the sign. So I have white letters, I have the red letters with the Cardinal Crimson, and I have the pink Parfait, which I'm going to use on the edge of the sign to kind of get rid of that brownish look there. That way the sign looks a little bit more Valentine-like. And click. We have the full color scheme here. We've got the white letters popping out, we've got the red letters going towards the back, and then you see the pink edge along the side. And it's not really bright, I just wanted to kind of mute the brown. Alright, so now we're going to add some trim to our sign. So we're going to start with the V here, and I want to add some of this self-stick adhesive black line that I have, trim I should say, and it's on this Halloween pack, but it'll work. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go ahead and do this side of the V here. I'm just going to press it down. So it's super easy. That's why the self-adhesive is great. And then all I have to do is trim the ends so that way it's even with the sign. Alright, now I'm going to do the other side, and we're going to go all the way around doing the same thing. If you don't have enough to go around a certain edge, you can always piece it in with some of the stuff that you cut off. So here's the completed V, and it makes it really pop on the sign. So now I want to go ahead and start on the L, and I decided on that one I want to do kind of a little pink lacy sort of effect here. And this is another trim as well. This one I'm going to have to hot glue on because it's not self-adhesive, so I'm going to start on the side here. I decided to go ahead and pre-cut the pieces, that way it's easier to glue down. I'm going to tack the edge here and then glue down the side. And this is going to go all the way around the L shape. So definitely be careful when you do this. Make sure you have protection for your hand, because if you're doing something like this, the hot glue will push through and you might burn yourself. So here I'm pressing it down there. Okay, and I'm just going to do the other side. It's going to stick out off of the sign itself. And this is the last piece. So now the L kind of pops out from the O, which is going to be behind there. Alright, so let's do the O. It has a heart shape in the center instead of a circle, so I want to do kind of this like green and pink flowery looking sort of trim. I'm going to just start here at the top of the heart, and we're just going to go around that and tack it. I'm not doing the outside of the O because I don't want too much of a trim on this letter. I just want to do this because this is kind of the highlight, this heart shape here. So I'm just going around the side here. Again, be careful with the hot glue. It's got a lot of places to poke through and it'll definitely burn you. And I'm just going to cut that, put that last piece down, and then we'll start on the E. Alright, so for the E I wanted to go with a pink braid of of a trim here. It's kind of like a embroidery thread kind of a braid. So I'm just going to go around the outside, and notice I'm not going to go all the way over. I'm just going to line up with the V to make this look like it's coming from behind. I'm just going to take my time and go around and do all the edges. Now this I didn't pre-cut because I don't want it to split, but it's enough where I can kind of turn it and bend it the way I need to go around all the curves. And then on this one I'm just going to come up here to where it is, trim it off, and then I'm going to put a little dab of glue there to keep that from unraveling. And that's not really going to make a huge impact on how the sign looks. Alright, so this is a completed sign here. And I think it came out really easy. It's nice. It's exactly what I need for my tree, and I'm pretty excited about how the trim came out. Alright, so as you saw, it was a pretty simple and straightforward project to work on. You know, there was a lot of different great videos out there that I saw on YouTube, people using Mod Podge, using all sorts of different things, fabric, napkins, all sorts of creative stuff. I just wanted to do something a little bit simple because it kind of went with kind of the scheme that I'm going with for the tree. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys did for this particular project. How'd it go? Was it something that you had a great deal of fun with? Did you do multiple signs? Did you do some, I think some people had like X's and O's and other signs that they could do. I didn't quite find everything that I wanted to at my Dollar Tree, but you know, that's how it works, right? So with that being said, this is the end of what we're going to do today. A preview of what coming up in the next video is going to be this here, a deco mesh rose. This is a scaled down version from what you see people are doing online with wreaths. So now I'm trying to make a smaller version of it here to go on the Valentine's tree. So that'll be the next video, so you definitely want to check that out. And speaking of that, make sure you hit the bell icon so that way you can see when I upload. Please like and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and follow us on all the various social media links that I had at the bottom of the screen and also down in the descriptions down below. Don't forget to check out our store at Crafty Kiara shop on Etsy, and don't forget to check out the blog on craftykiara.com. It's a lot of places to go. All those descriptions are down below in our description box. So that's all for today's video. Again, check out our next video for the roses. And if you missed the video before for the wooden holiday or wooden heart ornaments, please double check that. We're going to do a bunch of different things for the seasonal Valentine tree, and I'm going to try to keep them in one playlist so you can see them. And that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video.